So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to this call today. And for the benefit of the new people who are distributors, and we maybe probably not have met, my name is Paul Matu, and I'm the director of NEOLIFE. I'm the director of sales for NEOLIFE East Africa. And I'm truly excited to be part of this opportunity at such a time and during this time. And I'm quite happy to be able to host you today on our call as we discuss a few things that you need to know as a distributor, so that when you start your business, you can be able to achieve the goals and the success that you have put in place for yourself. So I just want to thank each and every one of you on the call today. This event is basically for the new distributors, and especially the people who joined us last month and who joined us in the course of this month. And I just want to thank you so much for joining us today and being part of this call. So we won't take a lot of time. In the next 1 hour, we'll be able to take you through why we called you here today. But I'm quite excited to see new people from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania who are on the call today. And I just want to assure you that you are in the right place with the right people, and you'll be able to get a lot of exciting things happening in your life as you continue to build your business. And most important, we are here to be able to support you, give you guidance in all the things that you need to do so that you can be able to succeed in this business. And I just want to start by, welcoming you to the family, and also sending a warm welcome from our founder, Jerry Brasfield. As you can see on the photo there, is welcoming each and every one of you to this call. Why? Because he started this business for people like you, for people who are on the call today, so that they can be able to come interact with the opportunity and the products, and they can be able to make a positive difference in their lives and also the lives of other people. So you're getting into a business where you'll be able to experience a lot of health, you'll be able to experience some financial well-being, and you'll be able to listen to thousands of success stories from people who came before you. And it is during this time when we have been able to see a lot of people coming in and getting a lot of benefit from this opportunity. So you're most welcome from wherever you are. And I just want to reiterate that we are here to guide you and help you so that you can be able to build an amazing business for your future and that of your loved ones. So our mission is to be a global, it's to be able to make the world a healthier and a happier place to live. And I believe everybody who's on the call, you need to be able to get that in your life. And we proud ourselves as the global leader in terms of health and wellness industry, and by improving people's life. So the company NEOLIFE, because as a new person, it is very important for you to understand the history. Everybody started from somewhere. So the company of NEOLIFE started back 1958. It is a story that you need to know, because you'll be able to tell it to everybody that you're going to meet, because they will ask you, what is NEOLIFE? What are you talking about? So it is important for you to be able to understand the story, how the company came to be. So 1958, the company was started. So we are talking of more than 63 years since when the company was started. And because the dream for Jerry, it was an extraordinary dream. He wanted to take this opportunity to across the world. Ever since then, we have been able to build our business in over 50 countries across the world. In Africa, we are over 13 countries, with the latest being Mozambique, and we are growing every other time. Those are the countries where we have a physical office. But when it comes in terms of our presence, we are present in more than 30 countries in Africa. So it's an amazing opportunity. The business came to Africa back 1971 through South Africa. In 1996, it came to our East Africa countries. Actually, this year, we are celebrating 25 years since when this opportunity came to our East Africa countries. So you're in a strong foundation company because of the way we have been able to do our business, and we have values that guide us. which you'll be able to see as you build your business. And one of the values is which should guide you as you do your business. It's it's honest and integrity. Whatever we do, we make sure the things that we are telling you, our product, they pass honest and integrity. And even our conversation plan, our marketing plan, everything, it is based on integrity. Number two, it's an opportunity which is which doesn't which gives people, you know, a place of belonging. And what we say by this, you know, we want to treat other people the same way we want to be treated. So people are number one, and we know for sure for you to be able to succeed, people have to be number one. And number three is products that work, and that is where we are prouding ourselves at the pioneers of cellular nutrition, because scientifically that is where your life begins. Your life begins at the cellular part. So if your cells are not working well, then we'll have a big challenge. And then it's an equal opportunity for all. And our vision, it's long range vision. And from the history alone, it can be able to attest to that. So we have exciting stories which you'll be able to come across as you continue to build your business. And what is Neolife? We always tell people Neolife, it's a way to be able to help people to meet their needs. So it's a way to help people to meet your needs, because people will be able to ask you, what is this Neolife? What will it be able to do to you? It's a way that will be able to help you to meet your needs. So every person that you meet, they have a need. They have something which is pushing them. They want to achieve something. Nobody's empty. They want to achieve something. And we, as the company of Neolife, we want to give them a solution. So you, as a new distributor, you need to understand the people's challenges and how you can be able to be a solution to them. So as you build your business, or as you continue to share the opportunity, there are a couple of challenges that you'll be able to come across. And some of the key challenges which you'll be able to be faced with is you don't know what to say, which is true. You just joined the business, you don't know what to do. So don't worry, we'll be able to show you what you're supposed to say. The other thing is you do not know how to respond. Remember, when you share this opportunity with people, they will face you with challenges and questions, and you need to understand how to answer them. So don't worry about it. Those are some of the questions we want to help you to answer. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to close, because this business is about, you know, starting with people and closing them, helping them to understand what you do to the extent that they will be willing to join you. So we'll be able to teach you all these things so that you can be in a better place as you continue to share the business. So where do you start? As a new distributor, this is our manual. You start with a name list, because remember, you came alone. But because it's a network marketing business, you need to understand, where am I going to get the people that I'm going to build a network with? So you could be a new person and you're asking, who should be in my name list? Because we say the name list is your bank. That is the place where you'll be able to draw so many people that you can be able to work with, so many people that can be able to use your product, so many people that you can be able to build as future leaders. So who should be on my name list? We say anybody who is above 18 years. And the reason why we talk about 18 years, and especially in our Africa countries, constitutionally, 18 years is the age of consent. That is somebody who can be able to make a decision, abiding contract. So anybody who is over 18 years, they qualify to be in your name list. So the other question is why? And the reason is, you know, very clear, because everybody, they have a specific need which they want to fulfill. Somebody wants to take their children to school. Somebody wants to build a house. Somebody wants to retire. Somebody has just lost their opportunity. Wherever they were working, the doors were closed, and now they are looking for something to do. So they have a specific need which they want to be able to fulfill. And that the other thing is what? You as a person, through the opportunity, you're supposed to give people a solution. And our solution, we are talking about our solution in the company of Neolife, it branches into two. Some people will tell you, I have a physical need. I have this situation, I have this sickness, I have this condition, which I want to get a solution. So when somebody tells you my challenge is health-wise, it's physical, I want to feel better, I want to, all those kind of issues, you need to show them the nutritional solution. And we have a story, which I'll be able to share much later, which we call the Pro-Vitality story. This is an amazing place for you to start with somebody who has a physical need, because it gives them the foundation of good health. So we'll be able to talk about that. But when somebody tells you their biggest challenge is health challenge, fulfill that challenge first, so that once they feel well, then you can be able to talk to them about the opportunity. The other part is financial need. Somebody will tell you, I want to make money. I was fired. I was laid over, and my income is not enough to be able to sustain me and my children. I have big dreams which I want to fulfill. So when somebody talks to you about their financial issue, you need to show them what we call the basic three. And the basic three, it's a formula that we use, whereby you introduce three people in the business and you show them how to do the 3 daily success habits, which we'll be able to talk about them later in our presentation, so that they can be able to experience the financial benefit. And as you build your business, your story is going to be the proof, because everybody who came to this opportunity, you had a need. You were over 18 years, you had a need, and you got a solution. So that story, you're supposed to format it well. I'll be able to show you how to format it so that it can be the proof that this opportunity really works. So when you're talking about the list of name, who should be in your list of name? Because we look at it and it can be complicated, but we want to keep it as simple as possible. Your list of name will consist of, it's a list of people that you want to build business with. And in actual fact, everybody that you're gonna meet, that person is supposed to be part of your name list. It's supposed to be part of the people that you want to help to be able to achieve the success that you want to achieve in your business. But many times we prejudge people. You look at somebody and you don't think they are fit for this opportunity. And that has been a source of a lot of mistakes people are making. Do not prejudge people. We actually say put a 10 out of 10 on every person that you meet, because they have a need. And the only good thing that you can be able to do to a person is to be able to show them how they can be able to fulfill their needs. So your relatives, your family members, they can be part of your name list. Your relatives, your friends, and everybody that you know, they will be able to be a part of your name list. Another way is people in your phone book. We look at your phone book, you'll find, it's not like many years ago, your phone book could only get like maybe 250 names. Now phone books are having more than 5,000 people. So those are potential people that you can be able to put in your name list and start talking to them about this opportunity. So the other thing is the people that you meet, people you meet on social media, and whenever you go to gathering, just be open to discuss, your opportunity, your business with everybody that you meet. And as a matter of fact, you're supposed to be hard to add new people in your list of name every single day. So there are a few questions that which we come across in our business for the benefit of a new person. And these are questions that now you have the name list, you have been able to formulate your name list. So when you start calling these people, they will be asking you questions because they want to understand clearly what is that you have gotten in. And sometimes we help you as a distributor to be able to understand some of the key questions that you're supposed to ask as well to a new person that you have met. And we call it the power question. And the reason why we formulated a few power questions is to be able to help you to gain knowledge about people, to gain information about the people that you are going to meet, to determine their needs. Because the only way you can be able to know what I need, it is not just by looking at me. It's more important if you can ask me questions, which will be able to help you to understand what exactly I need. It is also a way of having a conversation. If you have to strike a conversation with somebody, you just have to start somewhere. Then it causes action. And action will be when you can be able to help this person to be able to understand what you do. So the power question, it's always something like that, because you are a new person, you don't know what to do, what to say to people. As we said, those are some of the challenges we are faced with. And it goes something like this: if I could show you how, would you be interested in hearing? If I could show you how to make extra money, extra income, would you be interested in hearing? If I can show you how you can be able to retire and be able to travel the world, if I can be able to show you how you can be able to make enough money to be able to make all your dreams come true, would you like to be interested? So that will depend on the kind of setup that you have been able to meet this particular person. So that question, when you ask somebody that question, in most cases, somebody will stop and think, why are you asking me this? And they will be able to be a little bit more open to be able to want to listen to what you have to say. And so you'll be able to get a couple of answers. And one of the answer which people are likely to give you, it's a yes. So when somebody tells you, yes, I would be interested in hearing, don't jump up and down just to share immediately. Sometimes you lose people in that confusion. You ask them for about 15 minutes. Why do we look for 15 minutes? Because in most cases, people will be able to have 15 minutes to share with you, not 1 hour, not 2 hours. But when you start with 15 minutes, they might give you actually a 30 minutes or an hour. So when they say yes, you just need to ask them whether they are 15 minutes. When they say no, don't take offense. Sometimes we want to succeed so much, you just even feel like walking with a stick and beat all the people who are saying no to the opportunity. No, don't do that. When they say no, you need just to talk to take it to the next level. Another power question, which is, if I could show you a product that will give you more energy and help you to feel better, would you be interested in hearing? Look at this time of COVID-19. People are having challenges left, right, and center. It's not even selecting, it's all over the world. So somebody has said no to the opportunity. That is okay. But now take it to the next level and show them the products that you are using. Because once they start using the products, you also start benefiting in one way. So that is very important. But if they say no to the opportunity, no to the product, ask for referral. And we always say, ask for about 5 people. Why do we talk about 5 people? Because 5 doesn't sound like a big number. When you ask for 10, somebody will feel that is too much of asking. But when you ask for about 5 people, somebody will be like, wow, let me just give this person 1 or 2 people, because they might not even give you the 5, but if they can be able to give you 1 or 2 people who would be interested in hearing, then that person, those people will be able to be part of your name. So don't be disappointed when somebody says no. Ask them whether they would be interested to hear the products. And if they're not interested to hear the products, ask them if they can be able to give you some referral. So the next thing, which is very important for a new person, is how to do a one-on-one presentation. And a one-on-one presentation, it can come in different forms. It can be a face-to-face, whereby you sit down with somebody over coffee, over tea, over lunch, and then you can be able to share with them what you are doing. You can also do it now on WhatsApp. You can do it on Zoom. You can do it on social media. And you can even do it on messages so that you can be able to talk to people. So there are a couple of things that you need to know when you have set up a presentation. Because this person, let's say it's somebody who was on your name list, and now they have given you the 15 minutes. That is a one-on-one presentation. So as a new person, you need to watch your sponsor do 1 or 2 presentation before you actually go to do one by yourself. Don't make a mistake of going by before you learn, because that will be quite complicated for you. So watch your sponsor, your upline, your director, your WOW team member do 1 or 2 presentation. And the reason is, you need to familiarize yourself. There's a book which we call the presentation or the brief chat, which is a good book where you can be able to start. It gives you a preview of how you can be able to do an effective one-on-one. So familiarize yourself with that. It is in your kit. So everybody who joined, you'll be able to find it in your kit. Then now, practice it several times. Practice what you saw your upline do. Practice what you saw your sponsor do. Stand before the mirror, stand before your spouse, stand before your children, and try to practice what you saw them do. Then the other thing which is important, develop your identification, your story. I'm going to show you how to do an effective story. Your story, it introduces people to you and what you do. But then you need to practice it. Listen again to your sponsor and your uplines as they share their story. Then borrow a few things from there and then put together your story. Don't keep on telling other people's story. So if you have a guest that you have arranged to meet, and maybe it's open like in Tanzania where you can be able to do a face-to-face meeting. Kenya, you can be able to meet people in a restaurant right now. Call them before the day of the meetup, because you need to be sure that they can still remember that you have an appointment, that you have a date, so that you don't go all the way to town and then your guest doesn't turn up. So give them direction. If you're meeting in a specific area, it is important for you to give them direction. And one most important thing, which I've able to see it work, encourage them to bring a spouse. If they're not married, encourage them to bring a friend. And that is, you'll be killing two birds with one stone for that reason. Because when they come, both of them, first, if it is a spouse, you'll build belief. Those, instead of telling a wife and then she start going to tell the husband, a lot of information will be distorted along the way. So if you can be able to speak to both of them at once, that gives you a upper hand in terms of closing that business. Let them come with a friend. People have different visions and dreams. They might come with a friend who is actually more in need of a solution than even the person who has come to the meet. Then if they have children, please make sure you tell them to make some arrangements for their children. The other thing is, if somebody says, I cannot make it, reschedule. Talk to them and find appropriate time that you can be able to meet them. If it's a presentation in your prospect's home, because some of them will tell you, just come to my home, come to my business, please ask for directions so that you can be able to arrive in that meeting in good time. So those are some of technicalities and things that you need to know as a new person when you are planning a one-on-one. Again, we say, when you go for the one-on-one, make sure you present yourself correctly, because the first impression, it might be the last. So if you go to a place you're doing a presentation, you're meeting a new person, you're doing a one-on-one, you need to be on top of your game. So introduce yourself to the guest, okay? Introduce yourself, give your guest your identification, tell them a little about yourself, what you do, how many children you have, you are married. Sometimes ladies go to presentation and they don't make it clear, and somebody can pick it in another way. So if you're married, just say I'm married, what you do, why did you get involved in business, and what is happening in your business. Just a brief story, introduction of yourself. So after introducing to you, doing the introduction to yourself, you can just tell them, let's look at some of the products that we have in our opportunity, discuss the range of products, then talk a little bit about the scientific advisory board and our top quality products. Just be ready to be able to share a little bit about the product so that you can be able to build confidence with the person you are talking about. Then share your personal testimony of a product that you have used. Sometimes people want to hear what has happened to you. So if you have used 3NN, just talk about it, what period of time you used it and what happens. Then share the opportunity. Talk to them about the basic three, what the opportunity does, what is the potential of the opportunity. So your success story is very important when you're doing a one-on-one. But again, there's nothing wrong also to carry some of the business tools. We have a lifestyle magazines. You have videos that you can be able to carry. Now you have some short clips on WhatsApp and all that you can be able to share with people as proof that this business works. So the time you're getting to a one-on-one presentation, make sure you are perfectly ready and positioned to be able to share your business. So when you're speaking, make sure you know what you're talking about. So ask for a decision after you have done after you do this presentation, which you have talked about it here. Ask for their decision. What do they feel about what you have been able to share? Do they feel it's something that they can be able to do? Do they feel it's something that they would like to have a further look? So if your guest answers you with a question again, be ready to answer. Just be ready. Just do a bit of background research and understand how you can be able to ask a question. But there is nothing wrong if they ask a question that you cannot answer. You can tell them, that one I cannot answer. I'll be able to speak to my sponsor and my upline, and I'm going to get back to you. So that is important, so that you don't answer something that puts you in trouble. And then once you answer, ask for a decision. If your prospect says, I want to think over it, there's nothing wrong with that. Somebody telling you, I want to think over it. But you can be able to go further and tell them, what exactly are you thinking about? Because in most cases, some of the things people want to go and think about, it is something that you can be able to sort in that meeting. Because some of the time when people go out there, the kind of response that they get, they are not favorable. So you need to make sure you exhaust every question that they have. If a prospect says no, it is okay. It's not life and death. Thank them and tell them, thank you so much for your time. But also try to ask them whether they could be able to have a look at the products of Neolife, because you have already spoken to them about the product. Then thank them and tell them if they will be able to change their minds, they can keep your number, they can keep your card, and they can call you so that you can be able to fast track the process. And again, never forget to ask for referral. Somebody who says no to this opportunity, they can still be able to give you some referral of some of the people that you can be able to build business with. If somebody says yes, that is a beautiful place to be. And actually, that is the answer we all go to a one-on-one expecting. You expect people to say yes to this opportunity. So when they say yes, make sure you complete a member or a distributor application form. Because you might leave that person without completing a form, and then somebody else comes and they complete a form with them. And remember, as in Neolife, we always say this: whoever brings the completed membership form together with the payment, that is the right sponsor. So make sure before you leave that place, you complete a member application form. Then help them to understand how they can be able to fill in a product order form in all the different formats that we have. Help them to know how they can be able to make their first order. It is very important for you to give them all these details. So the other thing is, you need to, by the time you are leaving them, ask them if it is okay. You can set the goals during that time. But again, if it is, so that you don't take a lot of time, you can tell them to start thinking about their goals. Because goals and dreams, it is the only thing that will keep them in this business. So you need to give them time. Just ask them whether they can be able to start thinking about their goals and also their list of names, which we said it is the name of the people that they will be able to do business with. So the other thing is, that person, if they have not paid, make sure you follow them up in 48 hours. Assist your new distributors to start, and then also to be able to start new people. If you can be able to help your new distributors, the people that will come into the business, to sponsor somebody within 48 hours, that will be very key, because they will be excited to be able to stick in this business. Help them to develop a list of names, just the way you were helped to develop yours. You need to know that you need to help them to develop a list of names, to be able to know how to contact those people, to be able to know what they are supposed to do, because that is where you'll be able to get the success in your business. So that is what we call closing a person in the business. So those are some of the tips that you need to know. So the other thing, as I promised, is your story. And we call it your story, your personal ID, your personal testimony. It is a story of success, of what you have been able to experience since the moment you joined the Neolife family. So it is very important to have your story well cut out so that your people can be able to understand what exactly you're talking to, so that you do not waste time repeating yourself and beating about the bush and telling the story of other people. And when we are talking about our story, it cuts into two. We have a product story. That is somebody who came to this opportunity specifically to be able to use to start with the products. So they have a product story. And even you who came for money, you have also used products. So you also need to build a story. Then there is the business. That is the financial part of the opportunity. What have you been able to achieve? But as I said, when you share your story, there is nothing wrong for you to be able to share the story of other people, your success. I mean, your success line, your sponsor, your present team member, but share it correctly. If you are sharing somebody's story, make sure you share it correctly. Don't misrepresent. I've seen people were saying somebody was a banker when that person has never even been a banker. So you need to be very careful. You have to share somebody else's story. You need to get it clear. So what are the outlines of sharing your story? Because your story, you can actually put it into 2 to 3 minutes. So because so that it can be interesting, it can be exciting, it can arouse the curiosity for somebody to listen to you. So one of the key things, which is very important, is your background, your name, where you live, and your occupation. Those are very important. My name is so and so. I live in this place. I'm a farmer. So that can be able to be a way to start your story. And then the other part is what you did not like before joining the opportunity of Neolife. There's a reason, as I said, there's a why. Everybody has a why they join this opportunity. And let it, not by faking it, but let it sound real. Let it sound, it is something that was really disturbing you to the extent you had to come looking for a solution. So what you didn't like about your health, you were sick every other time. You used to go to hospitals. You were dependent on medication. What you didn't like about your job, you couldn't have time with your children. You couldn't go for their midterm. You couldn't go for, you couldn't take them out. Your finances, they were getting finished at the start of the month. So how you felt, that is very important. And then you need to talk about the solution, because when you talk about the problem, the solution has to come in. So you need to show how the opportunity of Neolife has been a solution to you as a new person. How the products have been able to give you good health, how the business have been able to help you to build a financial safety net of where you are right now, how you have been able to pay the school fees of your children, how you have been able to get out of debt. All these things are very important. How the financial part of it has been able to help you to travel the world, places where you have never thought you can travel. Then how do you see the future? Because every person has to have a future. We always say, even if you fulfill your dreams today, you need to start dreaming again. Have another dream, chase another dream, another goal, because that will be able to make you focused in the opportunity of your life. So that is a quick outline. You can screenshot it before I go to the next page and keep it with yourself. So anytime, just practice your story within that scope. And I can tell you your story is going to be exciting. It's going to be precise, and it's going to be, interesting for somebody to listen to it again. There are some people, some distributors, I just want to listen to their story over and over again, because it gives me hope, it gives me an expectation. So as a new person, as I said, you need to keep it simple. Right now, you are an independent distributor. An independent distributor is somebody who is supposed to, you can interact with the company, with the opportunity, with everything, with the website, to the extent that you want. But for you to be able to build a successful business, we have just put together 3 daily success habits, which if you follow them closely, you'll be able to build an amazing business. And one of them is to use the products. Why? To build your story. And again, because we all need a health solution. Nobody's getting what they are supposed to get in this life. So use products understand the beauty of the product, the power of the product. It is by using the product, and that will build your story. Number two, share the product and the opportunity. So from the name list that you have been able to build, talk to those people about the products, talk to them about the opportunity, how you can be able to help them to feel, to be healthy for longer, and also to be able to, get a financial freedom. So that is very important. So make sure you talk to the people on your name list on that scope. And number three, personal development. And I always tell people, personal development, of course, it is when you can be able to, when you grow as a person, when you grow in character, when you grow, your mind, your mindset grows. But again, I talk about personal development when you build somebody else to get to the level you are, to get to the capacity you are, to become you, duplicating yourself. That is when you meet the real definition of personal development. So you as a new person, you can start by bringing other people in this opportunity. Because now you are alone. You need to build a network of people. So personal development will come when you start bringing 3 people, 4 people, 5 people into this opportunity. And when you do so, you'll build your business, which will be able to cater for all the things that you want to achieve in this business. So we spoke about the cellular nutrition. So when we are talking about the cellular nutrition, this is the basis of cellular nutrition. I don't want to go in depth about it, but you as a distributor, you need to understand the Provitality story. Every time we are doing our presentation, you'll hear us talking about the Provitality. Why? Because it's the foundation of good nutrition, and it's one of our core products. And as I said, your good nutrition, it helps you to feel good, to be able to be healthy. And your body is made up of cells, which needs to be fed, they need to be protected, and they need to be repaired. All those functions, you find them in the Provitality, because you have the threonine, which is feeding your cell. We have the carotenoid, which is protecting your cell. We have the omega-3, which is repairing your cell. And then we have the vitamins and the minerals, which are quite essential also to be able to nourish your cells. So the Provitality story, it is the place where I want you to start. Start talking about it. Use the Provitality yourself so that you can be able to experience that. And our opportunity, it is an amazing opportunity. Our conversation plan, it is one of the best conversation plans in the market, in the network marketing industry. And I just want to look at it very briefly for the benefit of the new people on the call here today. So you'll be able to interact with this book. It is in your pack, which you got from NEOLIFE. And it's called the Conversation Plan. So this is how you earn money. This is how you get paid when you come to this opportunity. Of course, there's some terminologies because this is a unique business. And remember, it is in 50 countries. So we want to make sure across the 50 countries, people are speaking the same language. So if you sponsor somebody in Spain and they get the same book, when you're speaking to them and explaining, they can understand exactly what you're talking about. So these are terminologies, the point value, we call it the PV. It is assigned to each product and is used to qualify you for bonuses, recognition, and achievement. So PVs doesn't change. It is the same everywhere. So if it is a threonine which has 36 PVs, the same in another country. The other one is personal PVs, the personal point value. So these are the PVs that you build in your account, that you accumulate in your account on monthly basis of the products that you buy for your personal use, and also the products that you share with other people. So every other month, we tell you to do not less than 100 PVs, because that helps you to be able to participate in the marketing plan or conversation plan, and also in the incentive. So you as a new distributor, from the products that you use and from the customer base that you build, you get what we call the personal point value. Then we have the QPV. You know, this is the combined PVs, or the combined sum of the purchases that your people do in terms of of PVs in a month. So the people that you have been able to sponsor, they will be able to build your QPV up to the next director. The other one is the BV. It's we call it bonus value. So don't be confused when you get to see this kind of terminologies. And the BV is just our currency, which determines your bonuses that you are supposed to earn every month. So that doesn't need to confuse you. So this is our path all the way to the top. So you start as a distributor, you go to manager, you go to senior manager, to director, emerald director, wow team, and then you get to the prestigious president team member. And we have our president team members on this call. So when you became a distributor and you do your 100 PVs, you get that pin. You can be able to see there. So anybody who registers in our business and they do 100 PV, they get that pin. So the other pin which you'll be able to get from here, now this is your next level. We call it the manager. And a manager is it's somebody who has been able to move from a distributor to this level. And how do you move? So how do you take your step to manager? So this is what we say. We have two ways of becoming a manager. So one of the ways is, of course, 100 personal PVs, which I spoke about. And then you have 500 PVs together with the people that you have been able to introduce to the business. So we call you a manager when you do that. So, and when you do that, you start participating in the company compensation plan. You see that is the sales volume bonus chart, how you are paid every level of the business that you do. So when you're doing 500 QPV together with the people that you introduce in the business and you have done your 100 PV, you get paid at 5% of the BV of what you and your people have been able to produce within that month. So that is number one. And this is just a quick diagram to show you how you can be able to do it as a new distributor. So you are there, put your name there, you have your 100 PVs, and then you have been able to sponsor A, B, C. Okay, A, for example, they have done 100 PV, B has done 100, and C has done 200. So in total, that is 500 QPV. So that is the way you can be able to become a manager using that way. So the other thing is, and as I said, you qualify to that kind of bonus, but there's also the second way, which is an incentive. We always talk about it, a quick way to start you as a manager. So what we are saying, the quick way is, in a month, you just need to do 250 PVs, which can be a single order of 250, or it can be accumulated orders for that matter. So now when you do that, you get 250 personal PVs and you are paid at 3%. So those are two ways. It's you to choose the best one for yourself. So the other step is a senior manager, which is also very key in our business. This is a person that is doing 100 personal PVs and they're also doing 1,000 QPVs together with the people that they have been able to bring into the business. And by doing 1,000 PVs, they get to 1,000 PVs and their sales volume bonus, you can see it is not 3%, it is not 5%, it is 10%. So this company pays your effort, the effort that you put in place, your effort and that of the people that you bring into the business. So the more you do, the more you get. That is clear. It's not the more you do, the more your upline gets. No, no, no. It's the more you do, the more you get. That is why I said it's an amazing compensation plan. So you're getting up to 10%. So this is a simple chart again to show you how you can be able to do that. So you have to, when these people you have brought, the total is 1,000 QPV, then we call you not just a senior manager, but a qualified senior manager. And there are some incentives which comes with being a qualified senior manager. And you can do that this month as a new person. It's not hard if you introduce 3 people and they're doing exactly what I'm showing. So 10%, it's what you get paid. And so the other way, which is an incentive, which is a faster way to be able to get you to senior manager, it's by doing 500 personal PV. And when you do that, 500 personal PVs, of course, you are paid at 5%. So that is also very important for you to be able to note. So today, during this meeting, we have good news. And It's so good that we are announcing it here for the 346 people who are on the call today. Because the company of Neolife, every other time, we want to make this business exciting. We want to make this opportunity exciting. We want to give you recognition for everything that you do. So this new position has already been introduced to our present team members, so they know this kind of new position, and it's going live across the world. So what is happening is we have been able to see there's a need to create a new recognition position. So the company executive and the board of directors, together with our present team members, they sat down and they introduced a position we are calling executive manager. Okay, so that's a new position that has been introduced. It's going live across the world. So the executive manager comes immediately after the senior manager. And I will be able to tell you why we have put it there. So there's a distributor, a manager, a senior manager, and on top of the senior manager, we have an executive manager. Then we go to director, emerald director, world team member, and then the prestigious present team member. So this is how it works. So when you look at our sales chart, you can see up to the 3,000, you are either a manager or a senior manager. So this is how the executive manager step works. So we are saying every person who is doing 100 PVs and they are doing over 2,000 QPV together with the team, they become an executive manager. It's a recognition position. So it's a new position which is going across the world. So an executive manager step. So 100 PVs and anything above 2,000 PVs, you become an executive manager. So, and one thing, what will be able to happen to a senior manager who has become an executive manager? Remember now, you're being paid with either 15% all the way to 20%. So that is another reason why you should stretch it from 1,000 QPV to 2,000 to 3,000 PV, because you get more money from there. And remember, you are here to be able to build your business. So that gap which was there, it's now being catered by the executive manager. And the executive manager is more senior than a senior manager. So that is something for you to be able to note. And as I said, it is a recognition a step whereby you're going to get a pin, a nice pin, the way I've been able to show it to you there. So anybody who becomes an executive manager, you get a pin, you get special recognition. And you know what? As you look at your business now as an executive manager, it tells you you're on the right place and the right path to become the next director. So that is being introduced, and I just want to see people here taking advantage. And this is just an example of how you can be able to do that. So you can see from this graph, which I've been able to draw here, you have a total of 2,000 PV. So on the right side, you have a senior manager, but because you've been able to build another 1,000 on the left side, when you combine the two, they become 2,000, and you become an executive manager when C becomes a senior manager. So it is something that we need to go for. Every senior manager who is on the call today, don't just want to become a qualified senior manager. You can be able to become an executive manager, and you get your recognition, your prestigious pin, which you can see there. And most important, you are on your way to becoming the next director. And we are here to celebrate. You never know what else will be able to come across. So let's go out there and work out for that. So as I finish, as I said, our duty as a company, as your sponsor, the person who brought you to this organization, is to be able to help you to grow. And we only want to take you all the way to director, because that is a big place where you can be. And the benefits of director are really many. So one of them, you get the full 25 sales volume bonus, which is normally paid. And then you can earn leadership school from all the other directors that you are going to duplicate or you're going to develop in your business. So you start, your earning gets to a level where now you're earning leadership development bonus. You start attending special school for directors, which are normally held in some of the most prestigious hotels in in our country, whether you're in Uganda, Tanzania, or Kenya. You know, we take you to wonderful products. Then you attend convention for free. You have recognition during the convention. You get an invitation for a present team member dinner during the convention. You attend leadership school. Then you receive a good check at the end of the day. So that is very important. When we work with you, we want to work with you until we can help you to become the next director. So as I close, this business, because we are talking to people, it is a business of building relationship. And this is a very important book, a nice book that will be able to help you to be able to build a relationship. And as you build the relationship, don't criticize, don't condemn, and don't complain. We call it, the major C's, the 3 C's, which are very important. So if you have people, don't criticize, don't condemn, don't complain, and be honest. Give people, sincere appreciation. Help people to want to listen to you, to learn more from you. And in that book, you'll be able to find 6 ways to make people like you. One of them being genuinely interested in other people. Number 2, smile. God has given us a free smile. Just smile to people. That gives hope to people. Then when people share their names, just make sure you can remember their name. Be a good listener. Encourage other people also to talk. Don't just be talking. Encourage other people to talk. Talk in terms of other people's interest and make the other person feel important. When you can be able to, get this together, I can tell you, you'll be able to be a very good leader. But most important, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. This is a guarantee which we rarely get in another place. In our places of work, we don't get that guarantee. So, but in our business, we have it because you have your upline and you have the company which has all the infrastructures that you require to be able to build your business. So you don't need to feel alone. Talk to your upline, talk to your sponsor, talk to the company. We'll be able to help you. That all this infrastructure, they have been able to be put in place for you to be able to continue to build your business. There is the one which is circled is a very important place for you to be able to interact. Every new person, you get a personalized website where you can be able to share this business. You can be able to customize and let people know about what you are doing. So if you have not yet gotten your website, please call the nearest DC, speak to your sponsor, and they'll be able to show you how you can be able to get to that level whereby you can interact with your business. So if you love traveling, I just want to tell you in the right place. This is the team, part of the team that we had in Dubai when people are not able to travel. All these leaders that you can see here, our world team members and our present team members, we were in Dubai for a vacation. And you can see, the guys are looking excited because of the things that has been able to happen to them. And they were once a new distributor like every person who is on this call for the first time. So you can build a business that will be able to allow you to achieve your dreams and also help other people. And when you do so, you'll be able to travel the world. So these are very excited leaders, and as you can see there. So we are now close to our event, which is the biggest annual event in our calendar, which is the East Africa Convention. And it's going to be held in Dar es Salaam, Limani City, specifically a beautiful conference center. I was there when I was in Dar es Salaam, and I can assure you all the plans are ready in place. But because of the COVID-19, we might not be able to get people from Kenya and Uganda to Tanzania because there's a lot of requirement for you to travel. So we just want to assure you this event is going to be live on Zoom. It's going to be live on YouTube and also live on Facebook. For the people who will not be able to make it there. But for the people who are going to make it in Tanzania, you need to start securing your seat now by paying that 1,000 T shillings. When you do that, you qualify to get a registration pack. It's a surprise. It's an amazing pack that you'll get during the convention. So on the 14th of August, we are going to be live in Mlimani City, one of the biggest conference center that we have in our region in East Africa. And I can assure you, it's going to be exciting because we'll reveal our top 10 in the category of personal sponsoring, team sponsoring, personal production, and team production, our software directors, our president team members. It's going to be very exciting. So that is an event to look out for. So for all the new people on the call, these are the contacts of your nearest distribution center, where we have our staff members who are quite experienced to be able to help you to continue to build your business. It's a place where you can be able to move into and just show new people so that they can be able to build the belief that the bigger picture about our business. So Uganda, our DC manager is Anita Ingrid, and she's ready to help you. So get in touch with her. Tanzania, our DC manager. We have Ronald, we have Isia, we have Cosmas. People are going to help you to be able to build your business. And in Kenya, we have our Director of Distributor Relations, who's on this call here, Fred Kasia, who oversees the distributors issues across East Africa. And he operates on open door policies. So anytime, just call him. If you can walk to his office, just walk in and ask as many questions as you want to ask. So as we leave this meeting, I just want you to take charge of your life as a distributor. Whatever success that will come in your business, will depend on how you take charge, how committed you are in the process. So it will give you a flexible opportunity. You don't have to worry to a flexible schedule to continue to share your business. It is a business that you can do at home. You'll be able to save money, residual income. That is very important. Residual income is the money that will be able to be paid for the effort that you did many years ago. Some of our leaders here, they are living on residual income. Quality time with your family, financial freedom. You be your own boss. You call the shot. Nobody is telling you what to do. And as I said, international travel, you'll be able to educate your children, and you'll be able to get personal development. So as we come to the close of our meeting today, I just hope that we have been able to take you through something new that you didn't know, which will be able to help you to continue to build your business. And as a reminder, your success, it is found in your daily habits, the things that you're going to do, your daily routine. From today going forward, the things that you're going to do, they'll be able to define how successful you're going to be. Come next year, same time. Come next month, same time. It will be able to define how far you have been able to go. So look at the things that we have spoken about, building a name list, which is very important. Then starting to contact those people and talking to them and introducing them to what you do. Your story, it is very important. Then look at the marketing plan, the conversation plan. Get to know how I can be able to move from one place to the other. And I can guarantee you, when you do that, you're going to cause success in your business. So I just want to thank you so much for logging into our meeting today. The new distributors who are here, I just want to assure you, you're in the right place with the right people. And you're going to succeed in this business in ways that you have never even imagined. So don't shy. Talk to the person who brought you to this business. That is your sponsor. Talk to your director. Talk to your world team leader. Talk to your present team member. Talk to the company executives, and they'll be able to help you to gain more knowledge, to be able to position your business. And most important, attend all the trainings that are there for you so that you can be able to learn and gain knowledge. And when you do that, you'll be unstoppable. You'll be able to build a business that will be able to take you to the next level. So I just want to thank each and every one of you. Tomorrow we have a distributor training with Pascal and Betty. We'll have a product session, and then we're going to have, a business building session. Make sure you do not miss. Log in the same time, on the same Zoom link, and you'll be able to learn so much. So we are here to help you, and I just want to thank you again for this time you have spared to be able to be on this call. Remember, we want to help you to build your business up to director level so that you can be able to get all the benefits that you have been able to see there. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful night, and see you tomorrow during the day, those the people that will be able to meet, and the rest of you see you on the Zoom link later in the evening. So bye-bye. God bless you and good night.